Hey, YouTube family, Auntie's got scoop. I got to get this hug out. Come on, let's, because I get so excited about what I want to tell you that sometimes I'll be forgetting the hug. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. It's time for the curls and the scoop. It's not cute, not knowing. Now it's time to know. Whew. Let's talk about the Golden Globe Awards. They're back. There was a time when they had to tell them to go and sit down because the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, they had no people of color voting for movies. There was scandal, there was racism, there was sexism. But now the Golden Globes are back. Gerard Carmichael, the actor, comedian, is the first black host they've ever had. It's going to air on NBC January the 10th. Should we talk about who's nominated or who's not? We're going to talk about the snubs. Notable snubs. No women directors. Not one nominated. Who else was snubbed? Will Smith for Emancipation. This is why I said, can you please wait a year before this movie comes out? Because there are still people who are holding on. He got nominated for nothing, not him, not the movie, and he was incredible. This is the best role he's ever done. And it's not, and they're going to try to overlook it. Keke Palmer didn't get anything for Nope. Tom Cruise was not nominated for Top Gun, even though Top Gun was nominated for Best Movie. The show Yellowstone, critically acclaimed, Paramount Plus, not nominated, but Kevin Costner was nominated for Best Actor. The Wonderful Lady, Danielle Deadwyler, played the mom in Till. She was not nominated. Now, a lot of the films that were nominated, the average person hasn't seen. I'm talking about Tar, or Avatar, The Way of Water, the 3-hour plus movie, which comes out on Friday. I can see that. They say it's spectacular. The Fabelmans, Steven Spielberg, Elvis. These pictures were nominated for Best Picture. Actor Brendan Fraser, I've been saying, pay attention to that name. He's been nominated for Best Actor, but he ain't coming because he was sexually harassed by the former president of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. This man groped him. Brendan said, I'm not going to that. The man was eventually fired, not for groping Brendan, but for saying that Black Lives Matter was a racist hate movement. They was like, please, sir, please, you go. Now, some nominations included Glass Onion, which is going to be streaming on Netflix later this month. Viola Davis was nominated for The Woman King. Angela Bassett, Best Supporting Actress, Black Panther. Zendaya, Euphoria. Niecy Nash for the Dahmer miniseries. Very hard miniseries to watch, but Niecy was something else. Quinta Brunson, it was a great night for Abbott Elementary because she's nominated. Abbott Elementary is nominated for Best Comedy Show. Janelle James, Principal Ava, she's a hoot. Shirley Ralph, Barbara Howard, Tyler James Williams, they're all nominated for Golden Globes. So it's going to be interesting because normally they give it to a streaming show. So it will be a historic night if Abbott Elementary comes through and it's not just hype and it's not just because I'm from Philly. It really is a great show. And this past Wednesday's episode was really, really good. This is going to be an interesting night. I think that Will Smith will not get any kind of nominations until it's the NAACP Image Awards or the BET Awards. But these other organizations, I'm telling you, are going to shun it. And I've said it, and people said, no. I said, they're going to hold his feet to the fire for the slap. I wish he had waited. I wish he had just said, you know what, we're going to release this 2023. Let things just kind of like die down and I just feel that this role, his greatest role, it's never going to get the recognition that it deserves. Are we ready for Lizzo? Because she's coming to Saturday Night Live on Saturday. Austin Butler, the actor who played Elvis Presley, is going to be hosting this Saturday night. So what's going on at ABC? Well, somebody going to get fired. this whole TJ Holmes, Amy Robach thing. But I don't think it's going to be them. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be the sister, the woman who's in charge of the ABC News, because she mishandled it. And they're going to look at her like, you didn't handle this right. It has brought great embarrassment. The anchors are angry. They're like, they should have never been allowed to even go back on the air because TJ and Amy made the mistake of kind of joking about it. They're both married. They keep saying, well, Amy's getting divorced. They're married. They're married. And then they're finding other women that TJ Holmes was having affairs with. Just not good all around. Where can they place them? They say that TJ and Amy are still seeing each other on the low. And we mean on the low. Like they can't even come to the front door together. Not right now. The man who is replacing TJ so far, DeMarco Morgan, he's 44 years old, just came from CBS. He just got hired. He probably didn't have a place thing yet before they threw him in to Good Morning America 3. They don't know what to do. What do? You fire TJ, but you keep Amy? Amy ain't never going to get the 2020 job. Now, that's one thing that they said she ain't getting. I think both of their roles are going to be diminished at the network. And they're not going to have the higher aspirations because both of their reputations have taken a hit. And if you want to be seen as a serious journalist, you can't be getting caught up in scandal and just be like, well, I'm in love. Nope, it's going to cost you. David Muir is going to be like, you can't be sitting up here on 2020. No, I think both of their roles will be diminished. I do think someone will be fired. Unfortunately, it could be the news president. Somebody going to take the fall for all of this. I think it's going to be that news president. Good news for Al Roker, but he also still needs prayers. Al Roker is home. The Today Show weather guy, he's home from the hospital. He'll probably return at the first of the year. He said, because they showed a clipping of him, he TV'd himself into the show, said this has been the toughest medical battle that he's ever had. But over the weekend, he also lost his sister. So the family is really going through something. Singer Cher, she lost her mom over the weekend, a woman who was very instrumental in her career. Well, over the weekend, Diddy became a dad again. Love, Sean Combs, a little girl was born. Who the baby mama, auntie? A 32-year-old Asian massage therapist who's also a model. Why did Diddy wait so long? He had to wait on them DNA results, and the result said, you are the father. So now he's coming forward. The young woman is being paid, they say, $300,000 a month to be quiet. You'll see no photos of this baby. She is taking herself off of social media. For those who are saying, where's Carisha? Where's Young Miami? Young Miami is pissed. But what can she do because she likes getting Diddy's money? What is she going to say? She ain't never going to hold that baby. But what is she going to say for real, though? What do you say? If you're in it for the money and you're saying it's not love and I'm not number two, baby, Carisha, what number are you? She says she's in it for the money. So let's hope you ain't got your feelings in this. You just in it for the money, but I don't know. I'm old school. I want my own money. I don't think I'd want to go through nothing like this. But secretly, Carisha's mad. Publicly, she says, I'm fine. Singer Adele. She really wants to marry the sports agent Rich Paul today because she wants more kids. She's in her 30s. She wants kids today. She's got the Las Vegas residency. It's going well. She's ready to get married. Rich Paul is like, wait a minute, we both got money. We need to work out the details of this prenup. I think they will get married, but trust me, there's going to be some kind of prenup. Can we say happy birthday to Dionne Warwick? I spoke to her team. You know, she got the documentary coming on CNN New Year's Day. Despite, you know, we had the falling out years ago, then we made up, and they were like, Dionne loves you. And I knew that I had to make up with that woman years ago. You know how sometimes you got to be like, I got to make this right. She cussed me out about them damn psychics. And I said, I'll never bring it up again. But I do. I do adore her. And this documentary is going to be something else. It has everybody from Elton John to Snoop Dogg, Gladys Knight, everybody. New Year's Day on CNN. Dionne Warwick, her life, her story. Speaking of psychics, not to attach this to Miss Warwick, Miss Cleo. Who is Miss Cleo? The 90s psychic was the sensation. She would everybody, call me now. This Thursday on HBO, the documentary drops. Who is Miss Cleo? Miss Cleo was not Jamaican. She was an actress. She was a lesbian. She died of cancer in 2016. But she really thought she had them psychic powers and really took it to heart. But the company that was behind Miss Cleo, they got sued for fraud and they had to end it. It goes into her friends who knew her. She was a 90s phenomenon. This documentary airs this Thursday. Also this Thursday, singer Her, Josh Groban, the ABC 30th anniversary special of Beauty and the Beast. Her plays the beauty. Josh Groban plays the beast. You got Rita Moreno. You've got David Alan Grier, Martin Short. They're all in it. You've got Shania Twain. This Thursday, it's a combination of live animation, but cannot wait to see singer Her in this role. Sierra, is she pregnant? Don't be surprised if the announcement, I said this when Kiki was. Just don't be surprised. Just say, I knew it. Avatar, The Way of Water. It opens in theaters Friday. I believe in some theaters on Thursdays. It's 3 hours and 10 minutes long, so you know what to do. Go to the bathroom before you go sit down. I know there are some people, they're like, I can hold my water. But for those of us at a certain age, and we know what time it is, just be aware that Avatar, which they say is beautiful and splendid and unlike anything that's ever been on the screen. We remember 3-time NBA champion and coach Paul Silas, who passed away at the age of 73, an amazing player and coach. Patti LaBelle, there was a bomb scare at a concert that she did in Milwaukee. Patty's fine. All the theater goers, they're fine, but there was a bomb threat and they had to get everybody out. Now they're working on rescheduling this show. Had my Patti LaBelle shook up there. R. Kelly says they're messing with his appeal. When someone released his music on Apple and Spotify, it's been taken down. R. Kelly said he did not authorize that. It's old material, and he says he think it was deliberate to sabotage his appeal. Anita Baker is promising new music next year. Let's see if it happens. Anita Baker says not only is she touring, but there's going to be new music. New Edition. They are embarking on a legacy tour. Now check out this lineup because they're coming to an area near you. It's New Edition, Bobby Whittam, Keith Sweat, all the members of Guy, Teddy, Aaron, Damien, and singer Tank. They're embarking on a tour. You talk about music. That's a night where you just got to just enjoy the music because they all have a lot of hits and they're going to bring the show. Boys to Men, they'll be touring next year. And Janet Jackson is teaming up with Ludacris, y'all, with Luda, baby. Janet Jackson and Ludacris. She made a big announcement. They are also coming to a city near you. Oh, it was a lot. It was a lot. I gotta get my water. It was a lot. Just get ready. 2023 is going to be this year of concerts, stadium tours. Just get ready because some of your favorites could be coming to a city or town near you. Leave a comment. I do read the comments, and I know some people are really surprised when I answer. Somebody said, you getting on people backsizing, but you're overweight. Yeah, because you could be skinny and out of shape, overweight and out of shape, but you can always remind somebody to do the right thing. by taking care of themselves and exercising and drinking their water and taking care of themselves. I think people are quite surprised. They were like, oh, damn. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. There's a lot going on. I want to know your thoughts on this whole Will Smith thing. I think he should have waited to release this movie. I do. I wish he had waited because they're just going to hold this over his head. Tomorrow I'm going to have scoop on Vivica Fox's new holiday movie that's coming out on VH1. So we're going to go through all of that. Have a good one. Thanks for joining me. It's not cute, not knowing. One day I got to write. I'm writing a book because I didn't had another little scuffle with an old school diva. I'll tell y'all about it. I just can't tell it now. Another old school diva that got on my menopausal nerve today. But anyway, thanks for joining me. Leave your comments. Subscribe to the channel. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture.